What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, hit that sub button. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. What I'm gonna be doing next to the bike, battery's already in. I gotta get the sleeves for the bolts that are gonna hold the wiring housing. Also gotta get bolts for the wire housing. These two bolts are for the gas tank. So I'm hoping to get battery on, you know, everything, lights, ignition, all that stuff running, brake levers, both sides, whatever, clutch, you know, all of this put on by the end of this video. I just want to get the wiring finished because the wheels are on. So I want to get all the controls on, the handle grips on, all the levers, the front caliper on. It's right there. I was thinking about painting it. I'm not gonna paint it, I'm just gonna clean it up a little bit, throw it back on the bike. So all that stuff's gonna get put on, and hopefully within the next video she's running, starts, and all that stuff. Let me get into this, finish all the wiring, start the battery wiring. So let me get to this, the starter relay, and all the wiring. Also, I have to go to Lowe's and get the sleeves and bolts for, you know, that stuff. So let me get this wiring on the battery done, and I'll head to Lowe's.
Every time I'm waking up, it's riding season. These bitches is.
All right, guys. So got the battery in. So this is the ground cable, negative battery terminal. Comes down through here, attaches to the starter on the bottom, so the ground of the starter, not the positive. So this is the positive of the starter. Then that one comes around underneath and wraps around the other side, attaches to the solenoid, and then this little piece right here, you can see that right there. That's the one that goes on the positive terminal. I don't have that connected yet, just in case, you know, I don't want to bump stuff and short stuff. So then this is the wire loom for the starter solenoid. Then it comes down, got a zip tie here. Then the wire comes down, wraps around the swing arm, then have a zip tie back here. Then it comes back, zip tie here. Then the wire goes all the way underneath. The wire comes underneath and then to the plate. I checked the brake light. I tested it with the switch right here. This one for the back brake. I tested it. The brake light works, so I don't have to, you know, go back into this wire harness. So, you know, just make sure you guys test your wires before you know, electrical tape it and everything. Because if not, then you're gonna have to, you know, if you mess up, you're gonna have to go back in there and it's gonna be a pain. I took the bolts out of the electrical box because I have to go to Lowe's. So I'm gonna go to Lowe's in a little bit, come back, you know, and hopefully I can find some sleeves that I need to put this at the specific height that I want. But yeah, you can see the starter solenoid over here. I might have to end up getting a longer positive wire. I might just end up making my own. So let me show you guys one thing before I go to Lowe's. It might be a little hard to do this with two hands, but I'll give it a try. So look at that. We got some power. Got power back here. Yeah, so got power. So something's working, but I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Let me go get this stuff from Lowe's. All right, guys, so it's the next day. I got these parts right here. Don't mind my sniffling. I have allergies, springtime, you know. So these right here, these plastic ones are for the caliper, to space the caliper out. If you guys haven't seen me install these on my other bike, the red one, I'm gonna put the link right here. Check that out. If you do any type of wheel swaps, with these wheels to like so these wheels are 88, an 87 wheel swap. You have to kind of like play around with the caliper up front. The caliper doesn't sit properly, so yeah, check that video out. So these two are for the wiring housing case, so I might have to cut these in half, I don't know yet. And I need screws. These screws are for the gas tank, so let me see if I can get this stuff fitted properly, and then I'll be back. All right guys, so it's in. I still have a little bit of play. I can shift to either side, because you can see right here it's touching, but look at the clearance, it's not touching the battery. I can still come down a few centimeters. So yeah, I just got to get screws, two 12mm screws, because those are for the gas tank. But yeah, look, everything looks good. Got space here. I'm trying to turn that, but I can't. So yeah, it's looking nice.
A few moments later.
All right guys, so I got this in the spot that I want. Still have to get the screws. All right, so the battery's on now. I don't think this battery is charged, because I tried to start it. Well, see if the starter would crank, but nothing happened. So now I routed my clutch line underneath here, go here, got it through the forks up here to the handlebar. Gonna switch this on, cluster's on. High beam, low beam. So turn signal front, back, right there. Something's going on with that one. What's going on here? Oh, that's why it's disconnected. So plug this back in, push these wires in. Haven't figured out what this red wire is for. So I believe it's for the cluster, but when it's on like off, I don't know. But turn signal's working now. It's working here on the side. So yeah guys, I'm confused. I don't know what this red wire is for. I know it's coming off the cluster, so I just don't know. I'm gonna see if I can attach a wire to it and put it on the positive and see what that does. I know it's gonna most likely light up the cluster. So another thing is my battery, my cluster bracket is, I'm MacGyvered. I'm gonna have to try to make a new bracket for this cluster, because this one is still loose, but it's only gonna be held down with one screw, so I'm gonna have to end up making a new one. Probably do that in a separate video. What I'm working on now is the front brake. It's here. I want to get this grip. Where's the grip at? So I want to get this the accelerator cable put on, but you can see this gap right here. So I have to kind of like cut some of the plastic off, measure this, cut the plastic, and then scoot this closer to here. So I can throw the other grip on. So I'm gonna work on this real quick, get it all together, and throw the cables that way on the other side, because the cables have to go on the left hand side of the bike, because that's where the carb accelerator mechanism is. So let me work on this real quick, cut this up, and I'll be back. All right guys, so I'm gonna try to slide it on. I cut it about like a 1/4 inch. So let's see. Looking nice and clean. All right, so I'm gonna put it on the bike. Yeah, it's looking clean. So this is gonna go this way. gonna sit there for now. I'm gonna try to get this front brake put on right, right beside it. And then these cables, I kind of have to like pull them out a little bit because they gotta attach up here. So let me do this real quick. All right guys, so I got the caliper on. I don't think I'm gonna need, I might need the washers. You can see how close that disc is to the caliper. So until I lift the bike up a little bit more and be able to freely spin the wheel, I'll check that caliper. I'll check the caliper out later on. So I have everything looking nice and clean up here. Got these wires coming out. There's a little gap here, but that's fine. I got the wires popping out right there. But everything's looking clean. This is all flush. This mirror, I might end up getting a new one. I have a few of them. I have a few other mirrors. I can use those. They're plastic ones. Or if not, I just shine this chrome one up. Has a little bit of rust here. Just clean it up. But onto the next side. So got the throttle grip looking clean. So I'm gonna show you guys cluster, and then the back brake light. That's this switch here. So everything works. Lights, turn signals. I tried to start it earlier, but it's not doing anything. So I think that battery's dead. So all right guys, I got this part right here. Should be dried. Trying to be careful so I don't scratch it. Few things. I'm gonna be installing this. I'm also going to Harbor Freight. All right guys, I'm back. Got some grease. So I'm gonna grease that up, put everything on, make sure the brake lever works. Let me get to this and I'll be back.
A few moments later.
All right guys, so the brake lever's on, everything's working. If you guys are doing this spring right here that goes on the brake lever, this spring back here, it's kind of a pain to get on. Put it on first, slide this piece in, and it'll kind of be like sticking out a little bit. Grab some like vice grips or something and squeeze them together, and then you gotta try to like get this bolt in, and it should get seated properly after you sit that bolt on, and then you'll have a working lever. So yeah guys, like I said, I'm gonna try to figure out this wiring situation. I don't know if it's some of the grounds or the solenoid that's messed up, but I'm not getting any power to my starter. So I checked some of the fuses, they were blown. I replaced them, still nothing. So I'm gonna figure that out next time. So we don't have much left on the bike besides gas tank, seat, and the radiator, and hoses for the pipes for the radiator and stuff in the carb. So like 4 or 5 things left to do, and then this bike should be running. So I'm gonna wrap this video up guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.